Hey there lads and ladies, and welcome to Thief Deadly Shadows. So this is the third game in the iteration of the Thief games that we are now starting, and it has been a long and painful trip to get this game to record nicely. It does not want to play ball at all, and there's still some things I have to step around in order to get it record. To put it simple, there have been a lot of failed recordings because of this game, and I've played the tutorial about 60 bazillion times now. At least the first 10 seconds of it. I've played like a million times, and I've played through it a couple of times too. So don't be too surprised if I know exactly what I'm doing straight away, but it is the tutorial for a game we've now played through the first two games of, and there isn't much change really, except for it looks much nicer, and you will see that soon. Anyway guys, let's get started. I'm going to have a very, hopefully not so loud audio from Garrett right now, because hopefully I have managed to control that. But if it is too loud, I will knock the volume down.
I got a tip last night from my fence.
That's quite comfortable.
A nobleman named Lord Julian had some sort of quarrel and showed up at a local inn well after nightfall and in a foul mood. He's carrying a velvet bag about the size of a man's fist, and it never leaves his sight. Sounds likely to be valuable, but I'll know for sure when I steal it from him. Perry sent over a floor plan of the place, the Blue Heron Inn. Finding his lordship won't be hard. His room number will be in the guest register, if I can get to the front desk to read it. The inn will have guards, but not as many as a private estate. That should make things easy, which is one of the reasons I'm willing to try it without knowing for sure what the take will be. Lord Julian is so protective of that bag. There's got to be something of value in it.
So here we are. This is the tutorial mission because for one, you can't fiddle around with the difficulty. Difficulty is hard locked to normal. In later missions that will not be so. Every other mission after this one will have your own settable difficulty, but this is a full-on locked-in tutorial. You have no freedom at all in this. You literally have to follow the tutorial's rules and regulations. So I will stop the recording now because it doesn't like it when I press start. While I'm recording. My recording software has a little hissy fit and generally crashes everything I've recorded. So I'll be back in a second. There we go. 1 second has passed, clearly, and we are now in the game. Welcome to the training mission. Throughout the rest of the game, you will be able to make your own choices and take your own path. In this mission, however, you will be given instructions every step. To get started, follow the footprints on the ground to the first training experience. Alright, time to experience now. Hopefully, I see the FPS in the top left, which you probably can't see, is being quite stable. Quite stable in comparison with how it has been. In comparison with how it has been in the past, this is very stable. About 40 FPS I'm getting, but right now it's 60, which is very nice. That's what I want to get. I had to fiddle around with all of my recording settings in order to get the optimal recording standard. Oh yeah, and I keep skipping through all of the messages, which I don't mean to do, just I've done this so many times. I'll stop myself from doing that. I will read these messages. Just for the sake of you guys. The sounds you make can alert guards, so you must learn to move quietly. Your footsteps are louder when you run, and when you cross over loud floor surfaces, such as metal. Walk slowly and quietly over this metal surface without alerting the nearby guard. You can creep quietly by holding down Control. There we go. So yes, I'm very happy about the graphics. All missions have objectives. Even this training mission. Your first objective is to break into the inn. You can complete the objective by entering through this delivery hatch. Press C to crouch, and walk through the hatch. When you're inside, press C again to stand up. There we are. Mission complete, or at least objective. You can use some objects by positioning them in the center of your screen. When they highlight, press right mouse to use them. Use this door and open it to proceed to the next room. Objective complete. Use your bow and water arrow to extinguish that torch on the wall. When the guards are nearby, putting out torches creates darkness. You can sneak through. First, select the water arrow by pressing 8. Then pull and hold left mouse button to aim and release to fire. Extinguish this torch to proceed. Yeah, you've got to do this. If you don't do it, they don't let you progress. You get another one, so easy to replace. To climb on top of obstacles, get close to them and press space. Climb over these boxes to proceed. I like the climbing tactic. They still have that in this game. It was one of the things I did like in the first one, being able to climb stuff. Here we are, and this is lockpicking now. This is completely different. A locked door is an obstacle for a skilled... A locked door is no obstacle for a skilled thief. Use the door with right mouse to enter lockpicking mode, then use the mouse to pick the lock. You must find the sweet spot on each stage to make progress. Note any movement on the visual lock indicator to gauge the location of the sweet spot. You are in the sweet spot when the movement is strongest. When you find the sweet spot, stay in it long enough that you will complete the stage. Pick open the door to proceed. So basically you've got to find the sweet spot, like that. And then here, there we go. And then, there we go. Nice. And that's how you lockpick in this game. Much nicer than in the original game, I think. Fiddling around with the two different picks, it was like, meh. There we go, climbing up a ladder. You must learn to ambush your opponents. One hit from the blackjack can take down opponents silently. To blackjack successfully, you must strike from behind when your opponent is not aware of your presence. Select your blackjack by pressing 1, then sneak up on the innkeeper and attack with left mouse to knock him out. Bonk. Sorry, innkeep. If you leave bodies around, they might get noticed. Highlight a body by centering it on your screen, then press right mouse to pick up the body. Find a clear area to drop the body, then press right mouse again to drop it. Pick up the innkeeper and hide his body in the ladder room you just came from. Off you go. Whee! Bonk. Your second objective is to locate Lord Julian. The guest registry on the counter may contain a clue about where he can be found. Highlight the book and press right mouse button to read it. There's the guest log. Lord Julian in the phony suite. And then there's a few other people here. Some Lord, Master, Dame. Dame Julia and companion, Crystal Suite. Interesting.
Lord Julian. Wouldn't do to have anyone think he was just Julian.
There's a cat spazzing out by the fire and meowing. Now, let's progress. Check on map to find out where Lord Julian's room is. It's always a good idea to check the map when you're trying to get somewhere. Press M to view your map. Doesn't mark us on it though, so I'm not 100% sure. Oh, front desk. I don't know. I'm somewhere around here. Here we got our first bit of loot. An observant thief keeps an eye out for valuable objects, such as this goblet. The loot you steal can later be sold to your friends for cash. Highlight the goblet and press right mouse button to steal it. There we go. Stolen. You can press up against walls to increase your visibility in the light gem. And fit into narrow shadows. To enter the wall flattening mode, stand very close to the wall and press R. To exit wall flattening mode, press R again. Practice by flattening against this wall. Now this is a new thing, which I like, because you can like flatten against like a shadow like this on the wall, which is quite good. It'll be useful in some situations where you're a bit trapped. Because then you can sort of just make use of a tiny area. That's the door to Lord Julian's room, but there's a guard in your way. You can distract him by using a noisemaker arrow. Shoot the noisemaker arrow down the hall, and he will run towards the noise to investigate. Use 7 to select the noisemaker arrow and left mouse button to shoot it. Then proceed through the door while the guard is distracted. Alright, here we go.
That
sounded awfully strange. Still there, huh? Don't worry, I'll be finding you soon.
Come on, close the door. There we go. I wanted to get that candelabra thingamajigger, whatever, candlestick. Money. Oh, I just picked up a useless item. I wanted to pick up the plate. Right. Sometimes things don't work out as expected. Lord Julian isn't here in his room, and neither is the velvet bag you're trying to steal. Find a clue which tells you where he has gone. Your objectives will update with his new location. You can use O to view your objectives. For important information on how to complete them, use the scroll bar to see notes and restrictions below your objectives. My friend and honoured Lord Julian, I will meet you in the Lancaster room tonight. I trust you will be mindful of the risks involved and be generous. Morris the cook.
His lordship has gone for a walk.
Indeed he
Can't have gone
has.
far.
Another goblet. I'll be taking that, thank you. Lord Julian is here, sitting near the fire, talking to someone. His purse is right next to him. Sneak up and steal the purse without being seen or heard by anyone in the room. When you've got the purse, proceed into the kitchen. Stick to the shadows, walk silently, and move while your opponent's backs are turned. Keep an eye on your light gem, and use your tools if needed to. If the guard starts searching for you, sneak away from him carefully.
5 picked men. My lord. 5 picked men with me.
Did I just...
We cut our way through.
He's your cousin,
Nothing.
my lord.
I won the
Probably
bet.
jumping
My shaft
from
was
the
closer by a
coffee.
thumb's width.
Jumpy from the
Come on,
coffee.
girl.
All should rightfully be mine.
If I may, my lord, I can help you. I know the castle.
Well, you're a cook. What could you know?
Every evening after sunset, the supply wagon comes
the
through
velvet
that
bag?
gate and into the courtyard, and no one looks twice. Arrange for your men to be inside one evening.
And then we cut our way through. 5 good men against 20.
Hey, that really tears it.
Sometimes even a careful thief gets caught. You can always fight if it comes to that, but it's usually safer to make a getaway. Try tossing a flash bomb and escaping while your opponents are blinded. Use F1 to select the flash bomb, and F to throw it. Optionally, you can try attacking with your dagger. One way or another, escape through the door which leads outside.
My pouch.
Oh boy! I can't see! I can't...
Good. Proceed to the exit area to complete your final objective. When all of your objectives are checked off, you will have finished the mission.
Close one. But I've still got the goods.
There we go. That should be it for the training mission. End mission. Are you sure? You are about to end the mission. Do you want to continue? Yes.
Nothing like mixing in society, especially if it comes with good loot. The velvet bag turned out to hold a bronze medallion stamped with a griffin. Valuable enough, but more interesting was the conversation I overheard between Lord Julian and the cook. Especially the part about a huge opal and a conspiracy for stealing it. I'd hate to have anyone but me get a stone like that. But I need a better idea where to start looking. If I show the medallion to my fence, I'm sure he'll know more. Heartless Perry always does.
So there we go. After completing a mission, you can always check your stats, which is quite good. Difficulty, amount of loot you got, time it took to do it, and stuff like that. How many times you were discovered and such things. Times call, 0. The guy actually didn't see me. Interesting. Now if I press load, I was just wondering if maybe I could, 'cause I'm not actually sure how to save in this game yet. Okay, well, I guess we'll continue, because I know what happens actually when you click continue. It'll start a cutscene, so I guess we'll enjoy the next cutscene for the next mission. Ink and quill on paper. Rather smoky ink at that. so it must be the keepers. Judging from the
I had
symbol.
my fence take a look at Lord Julian's medallion. Perry says the crest belongs to the Rutherfords, one of the oldest so-called great families, with a castle in South Quarter and a street named after them. They've got a lot of wealth and a nasty reputation for turning on each other. Based on that conversation I overheard, Julian is definitely carrying on the family tradition. Lord Ember, Julian's cousin, currently resides in the castle, and Julian wants revenge. Julian had a good plan. Hide inside a supply cart and ride in after dark, then signal the cook to open the side door by putting out the lion's head torch in the courtyard. It was a good enough plan for me to use myself. That bloodline opal sounds valuable, and it's better off with me than sitting around in their vault. But I can't get lazy. Ember will have his personal guard, and doubtless a few other family tricks in store for anyone who comes after the opal.
So, it's our time to take on getting the opal. We can knock the difficulty up to expert, and check our goals. Right, so we need to break into the castle, find a clue about how to locate the vault, steal the bloodline opal from the vault, and when your objectives are complete, leave the castle grounds the same way you came in. So we have knocked up the difficulty expert, which adds... I need to get 90% of the total loot on the game. I need to find 3 special loot items, which I think means finding secrets, probably. Do not kill any non-combatants. Now that's an interesting one. I think that means I can kill guards, but I cannot kill innocents. Which is a bit of a change from before. And what gear do we have? We have 8 flash bombs, a healing potion, we've got our broadhead arrows, water arrows, noisemaker arrows, and these things. So, now I need to stop the recording once again, because before I start any mission in this game, you need to stop the recording. But I will just be saving in the next mission anyway, so... yeah, I guess I'll leave the recording going for a moment. I'll just add a little bit of outro, I'll give it in the next thing, and then we'll start from there on the next mission. So, I'll stop the recording, and then we'll carry on.
Quiet tonight. It's the rain earlier.
Hey guys, now this is the start of the next mission, and we will be leaving it here.
As old as South Quarter. See the way the stone is? Pulled off an army. Probably has.
You really think so?
Who knows? It's an old part of town. Streets are all different here, not like Aldale or Stone Market.
What do you know about it?
I could have been in the city watch.
Okay, right, so I'll just save here, and then we'll call it here for the time being. I will carry on with this mission next time, but until then, guys, hope you have a wonderful day as per usual, whatever you're up to out there, and I'll see you for the next one. So, good day and goodbye, have a wonderful day, whatever you're up to out there, and I'll see you for the next one. So, until then, guys, have a good one.